Good morning. We are Team Night from It Year Project course. Our team is made up of Arely Martinez Gonzalez,
Ángel Omar Díaz Cavazos.
Miguel Alejandro Dorado García.
So now we're presenting our system of security for logistics based of the necessities of our country, Mexico. It is conformed by a Raspberry Pi 4 and it is programmed so we can track our location with a GPS, and it does use a 12 volt battery so it can use any vehicle with a 20 volts battery or 24 volts, and a GPS model will drop its coordinates in decimals, and this also comes with a lock system so we can lock the door until we order otherwise through Telegram.
Good morning. I will explain the project of a trailer security system. This project is an autonomous IoT tracking and security system for cargo trailers, powered by a Raspberry Pi 4 Model B. It uses a new 6M GPS module and the Harrison formula to calculate 100-meter geofence, triggering a silent alarm of the perimeter breach. For local monitoring, an OLED display shows in real-time coordinates via protocol E2C, ensuring offline operability. Remote management is handled by a multi-threaded Telegram bot that uses long polling to send instant alert and to authenticate admin commands without interrupting the GPS. Finally, the physical lock is controlled by a relay with a file-safe design, guaranteeing the doors remain securely locked even during power or network failures. And this is all for this project. And now we explain the script of Python.
So now we're going to proceed to explain the code, how is well developed the program, and all the problems we have. As we can see, the Raspberry Pi works with Linux, so we had to use command Linux, and this line is CLI. It's connected with the SSH protocol, which communicates with our Raspberry Pi remotely. We debugged and correct the program because this is a very complex code, and so now we have this command prompt for the GPS, who it actually catches or tracks or coordinates in nautical numbers, and that's the way so it can communicate with Google Maps, and we can see it through our Google Maps or our Telegram bot. So our code is completely modular. So what does this mean? It is not made in a single file. Every code is saved in a different file. MainPy just calls another windows like our display, like our Haversing formula, and it can also call our Telegram bot. As we can see, the Haversing formula, inner module. Here's the logic of our code. And here's how it's called our Telegram bot. So here we have tracker, rastreador, point service, but it's not really a tracker, it's a configuration file inside our Raspberry Pi. So it can restart automatically in case it finds a mistake, an error, it can restart and starts good. In config PI, we put all the Telegram users, mainly the keys or API keys or passwords, or admins. We also have the configurations of the log, how many the time, let's say. And here is the code for OLED. It is ported with the protocol of I2C. It is ported with SSD and SSA. Which is the data and the clock pins. We ordered it to print the variables of our system. And it starts with searching satellites before it starts everything else. Here in GPS logic we have the library import serial, which imports the Habersign formula, where we have a degree conversion because the GPS gives it in nautical locations. Its protocol is GPRSM and is the way the USA's globally locates. So that's why it gives in nautical location. With the Habersign formula, calculates the locations. Here it's the radio over there in meters. It calculates the alarm, so if we move more than 100 meters, it can turn it on. Here is how it works with our speedometer. And this is the next. Here is how our logs logic work. So here we can basically open it with our Telegram bot. Here's the codification to do that, but only the admins can do it. In this case it is me and my friend. So We use a power bank to power our system because we wanted to make the things portable, but we couldn't find a way to power our real lock in our system, so we instead use a relay module where we can hear the click in the relay module, which is our way to know if the lock works or no due to our lack of power. We also made some tests of the alarm where we can walk 100 meters. It sounds and it gives a notification to the Telegram bot. It also gives our location. And also the Telegram bot is developed so it can hear us and we can hear it. It basically only the admins can open and close the log or do something to the Telegram bot and ask for location. It is basically just that. So yeah, we also had a problem in the beginnings because in the development the Raspberry loaded main PI and this program at the same time, but we use a technique called polling that made this process go in second chant in the background so it can actuate. That solved us a lot of headaches, to be honest, and we couldn't find a way to solve this because our system didn't even start it, but suddenly it worked. We had to go through a lot of information of how our Raspberry worked. We couldn't find something that worked for us, but suddenly with this technique it worked, so now we had this system working. It will that will be essentially our system, and here is a command so we can connect us to the RX and TX pins of the Raspberry and we can see the info. We can see all the variables, the locations, if it's northeast, west or southeast, everything. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you like our project. See you next time. Thank you.